Welcome back to Daily DeFi. Today's May 23rd of 2021. Hope everyone's doing well. This weekend has been a pretty incredible opportunity to do some shopping in the altcoin and crypto market in general. What's been nice is all the stablecoin reserves that I've talked about in the Trident approach have came in very, very handy. It's incredible to be able to get in just on like even things like DeFi Pulse Index right here that we talk about every single day. I mean, we've seen these peaks where DeFi Pulse Index is close to 500, and now it's literally trading at a 50% discount. Same with a lot of these other products we'll be talking about today, like Polkastarter. I mean, look at this. It's retraced back down to these levels that we were in. I mean, Polkastarter is ridiculously undervalued. Same with Chainlink. Chainlink has retraced really, really drastically. And the idea here, guys, the main thing is to look at this and go, okay, wait a second. Has the market overcorrected? Which, in my opinion, we could see a little bit further of a dip, but I do think at this point in time, the market has overcorrected a little bit. We've seen this 40% pullback, and now what we really should see is, we saw this pump, dump, and now consolidation. So will see probably a sideways moving market, maybe even over the next full 30 days, month, maybe 2 months. We could see just kind of a sideways crypto market, kind of a consolidation. You see the majority of these projects, you look at the chart, Fantom dumping down, consolidation there. You see a majority of these. Everything's kind of in this trend. Obviously, DAI is a stable coin, so it's not, but everything's in this trend. And that's what we'll be talking about near the end of this. We also will discuss Ethereum slipping below $2,000, a great entry point in my opinion for this bull run. And then Huobi OkEx, these limit servers as Chinese customers ahead of government crackdown. So first, we always really focus here on DeFi Pulse just to kind of get a macro view of what's going on in the DeFi market. So you can see the total value locked in sits at $45.24 billion, while maker dominance is at 14.33%. DeFi Pulse Index, as I talked about, 255.62, down about 79 points, and close to 24%. So you can see this nice retracement here. It's a pretty nice little retracement we've got. Everything has corrected a lot. Everything over 10%. Wow, that's pretty crazy. Even on the weekends, so sometimes on the weekends we just see the market moving sideways. But with daily NFT volume, this has been significantly lower after the drop. As I talked about in pretty much every day on Daily DeFi, since we tracked this, it was for a long time, it was steadily above $1 million. CryptoPunks with the majority of the volume, and now it's like, man, CryptoPunks is only doing $37,000. So you have to keep that in mind with how early we are in the non-fungible token market, mainly because this level of transaction volume is nothing compared to what it could actually be. And I think, later this bull run, when we see these applications like maybe more concerts, maybe more sporting events starting to use kind of NFT type tickets, because they're basically there's no way to duplicate them. So you're removing the ability for forgery when you put tickets on the blockchain. You can also give kickbacks to the creators or to the players on secondary markets with non-fungible tokens. But with the current way we do our ticketing system, whatever it be when you're ticketing someone, is very, very outdated. So moving on to this article from Decrypt, as I talked about, these exchanges are kind of cracking down in the midst of this Chinese lockdown. So Huobi will stop selling mining machines and custody services to Chinese customers. It will also discontinue derivatives tradings in China, and OkEx will temporarily halt trading for its coin OKB in China. So just days after the Chinese government's vowed to crack down on Bitcoin mining and trading, cryptocurrency exchanges Huobi and OkEx have begun to block Chinese customers from accessing some of their services. So basically, you got to just look at this from Huobi's, kind of their point of view, and go, okay, wait a second, guys. This country is kind of going against what we're doing. We don't want to have all these problems. We want to keep our things running smoothly. So we're just not going to, and we're going to go retreat at best. So this is a big problem. The countries that the countries that are banning this really, I think, will learn their lesson in due time. So especially as more CBDCs, central bank digital currencies, when people start going, okay, wait a second, either I could use, open source blockchain where everyone can see what's going on, it's fully transparent, and there's no counterparty risk, it's all peer-to-peer, or I could just use the government, the Fed coin. Not going to do that. Not a fan of Fed coin. So let me know in the comments what you think about that. Ethereum slips below $2,000 for second time in a week. So the value of Ethereum is down 54% from its recent peak. Its combined market cap is now $226 billion, less than half off of its all-time high. So, I mean, I have been scooping up some Ethereum. I've helped some of my family members while here in the United States kind of get going with crypto. And I always tell them, Ethereum is a great way to enter the market. Bitcoin is a great long-term store of value. But with Ethereum, you can go on something like Uniswap, trade trade it for other lower cap projects where there's a bit more barrier to entry. You know, the majority of people just buy things off Coinbase, buy things off Binance, Gemini, Kraken. Not a lot of people know how to use a decentralized exchange. So if you just teach yourself that, or you get someone to help you use a decentralized exchange, I have many tutorials on this channel how to do it. You know, you're so far ahead of the masses. You have to understand that. Yeah, so this is all great to see. I mean, I personally think we needed to see this correction. We were kind of getting a bit too crazy with all that Dogecoin nonsense. Polkastarter, you see it retracing back to these levels. Again, great project. Anything under $100 million market cap, I think, is ridiculously undervalued. This project could easily get to billions of dollars in market cap this bull run. Mark my words on that. Chainlink, the top dog for the Oracle space, sits at $7 billion. I think it's undervalued currently. Obviously, you know, I was able to pick it up when it was just mere cents. So I do have that bias with a lot of these projects. I did pick them up very early. So I'd be curious to know what you think about something like Fantom FTM, which is down about 32% on the daily with a market cap of around $500 million, and volume is actually up 6% on the daily. But you have to understand volume also includes shorts. So keep that in mind. That's basically all for today's episode. Let me know in the comments what you want to see in this coming week's episodes with Daily DeFi. Like I said in the previous video, which go check that out if you've made it this far in this video and you haven't watched it. Is the Bitcoin bull run over? I kind of go over some indicators, things like the Fear and Greed Index, things like the stock to flow model, and then just kind of like why corrections are important in a bull run. Also for global technical analysis, I'm planning, hopefully I will have episode 4 out. I've just been so busy since being back in the States that I haven't really had time on Sundays because I'm typically with family. So yeah, hope you guys keep that in mind, because I do plan to continue that series. It's in no way over. But yeah, it's just been a little crazy after 3 months in Turkey, returning back to the States for a little bit, and then shooting over to Tbilisi, Georgia. I'll definitely be back to normal with every single Sunday, putting out a new module in global TA when I'm back overseas. So that's all for today's episode. If you enjoyed it, like, subscribe, button all, invest global, and until next time.